If you browse the Yamaha Fazer forums enough, you'll come across posts discussing the potential mod of swapping R6 forks into your Fazer. This is considered a step up from just swapping out the internal springs and the fork oil weight, and apparently massively improves the feel of the front of this bike. In front of me I've got some R6 forks from a 2004 model, as well as the 5SL brake calipers, also from an R6. I have the front axle to match the shocks. And finally, I have some shims which are required to shim out these brake calipers to fit the Fazer disc. On order, I have some 3D printed parts to lift up the height of this mudguard because the mounting points on these shocks are different. So a sensible place to start whilst I have these shocks out and not attached to a bike is to recondition them. I did end up making a tool. This is just PVC pipe, 22mm. You just got to make this shape to fit. You make 8 cuts, equally spaced, and then you just remove every other section. You end up with that shape. This is the first major difference I've realised, which has stopped me for now. This axle mount is so much wider than the R6. It's the same story on both sides. The Fazer has a wider stay at the bottom here, which means when I'm swapping to these R6 forks, I need a wider spacer. Even with this axle pushed all the way through from this side, it still doesn't quite sit flush. braking and turning at the same time, you can do that so much more easily and so much more confidently. But now it's just so much easier. I never really trusted that front wheel before under braking in general, and especially not under braking and cornering. So that for me is the biggest improvement. So much more trust